Advanced Rhythm and Style, what's up? What's up? We in the building today. Happy Father's Day to the fathers in the building. These are my Father's Day glasses. We here. It was either that or go into another dimension, right? And teach from, you know what I'm saying, the metaverse. I decided we'll get there when the time is right. You know what I mean? Um, so listen, um, I have everyone's grades. So expect those once class is over. Um, a lot of tens was given out. All right, there's a lot of tens, a lot of 9.9s, a lot of fives. I'm actually proud of what a lot of you guys were doing. Um, you guys are understanding the concepts, right? I think for the people that did the what is it the group home record, right? The group home record, it was mainly just like rhyming faster from a triplet standpoint, but within that style of beat, right? The triplet flow is a little bit easier to do on a trap beat, but to do it on a regular hip hop beat like Crooked I did or how Jay Z did back in the days is much more difficult. So to hear people kind of executing that from that space was great as well. Um, really great submissions. I listened to them yesterday. I listened to them today. Um, if you did not get a quote unquote perfect score, there will be spaces where in the um, in the description we'll let you know where the time signature is in which I heard that it was a little bit off. Okay, so just wanted to kind of give you guys that understanding of that really quickly. Now, let's go over what the midterm will be, as well as with the midterm beat. You guys should have gotten it on Thursday night. I'm hoping nobody started writing to it already. I'm glad that you got it on Thursday so you guys could live with it. You guys could start writing to it tomorrow, actually tonight, because you would have had it for 2 days. I know a lot of you guys, I'm looking at you, K12. You get the beat, and then I have the homework in my inbox like 8 o'clock at night. And I'm like, damn, K12 is a one night stand nigga. He don't want to he don't want to wine and dine shorty at all. He's just like, look, hey, look, man, you ready or not? That's K12. You know what I'm saying? That's K Tweezy. What's up, K? You got your hand up. What's up, bro?
Nah, man, I just love music, so it hit me different. So it might take somebody 3 or 4 days. It don't take me that long because I be vibing.
Whatever you got to tell yourself to justify the one night stand is okay with me, brother. It's fine. You know what I'm saying? Just take your time, man. Wine and dine the joint, B. You could love her, but just that sound like lust to me. Anyway, um, so yeah, you got the guys got the beat on Thursday. So just take your time with it, right? Now, it's the from what I when I sent it to because Kano helped me out putting it together. PD produced the whole thing, right? Now, what I want on this final, this is 65% of your midterm grade. Okay. 65%. And what I'm expecting from this is everything that we've learned in the past 4 months. A little bit of everything, right? The beats that were chosen were slow enough for you guys to capture some of it. The first beat, especially, is more of a boom bap, so you can kind of catch a little bit of a wave to it. The second one is a little bit more trap, you know? And there are going, there's things that I want on here on this joint specifically, right? To make sure that the 65% is covered, right? So you guys are taking notes, now is the time. And we're gonna go over everything today. Okay, because we're gonna do a review on what we've gone over so you know what to expect on the test. Today's class is not going to be too much of a long class unless there's people that have specific questions. Okay. So, first and foremost, on the beat, it's 32 bars, 16 bars for each beat. If you go over the 16 on the first beat, there should be a chorus there. I would like you guys to create a chorus. Now, some of you have been doing choruses already. K-12 has been doing choruses. You know what I'm saying? Tony Dimes, whether they're funny or not, he's been doing choruses. Big Mike has been exploring and jumping into choruses. Now, I know a lot of you guys are not chorus guys, right? And I think Ransom has made it cool now to not have choruses on your songs. Chorus is not mandatory for your grade. Okay, it's not a mandatory part of your grade, but there's going to be a space that is not there for rhyming, right? So there's going to be an empty space. And what do we know about choruses, right? The one thing that we know about choruses is it's repetition. The simpler the chorus is, the simpler the chorus, the better. Not always better, but sometimes it's better the chorus, right? So let's say somebody like Euphonic is not somebody who enjoys to write choruses, right? He's already shaking his head, right? That could be the chorus, right? I hate hooks. I hate hooks. Whatever the beat is, that's the chorus, right? I'm not judging, I'm not grading the choruses there's going to be, but there is going to be a space, where there's not going to be any rhyming, right? Now, for me, if you guys don't want to do a chorus, right? And you guys are adamant on, just going straight through, there can be a space for you to just rhyme through it. Now, I don't suggest it. I don't encourage it, right? Because this is Pendulum Ink, and we do want you guys to be songwriters, right? That would be nice, if you guys could be some talented songwriters. I want to encourage that, but I'm not going to force you. I'm not going to force anybody to be that guy, what I'm saying, to just be, making choruses. What I mean? I want you guys to excel in what it is that you do, period. What I mean? And if that means not doing that, then it means not doing that. So let's just listen to the song. We'll listen to the beat really quickly, so you guys can hear it. We hear it together, so you guys hear the 16, the 8, and then the 16. So that's where the verse should basically start, right there. Verse should start right there. That's the fourth bar right there. Eighth bar right there. Whoa, whoa, whoa. 12th bar. That's the 16, right? Now, this is where, now again, I'm not encouraging it, right? But if you want to put a hook here, put a hook there. You're not gonna get extra credit or anything for it if you put a chorus there. And if you don't put a chorus there, you're not gonna get extra credit, right? I don't want to put too much pressure on people that don't write choruses, right? There will be some chorus writing. We didn't go over chorus writing this year yet. We're gonna do it in the second half. But just to fill in this space right here, you could either rap or you could put a chorus here. Okay. But if you rap, just know we're gonna be grading that rap as well. Okay. If you're gonna rap, I'm gonna be grading the rap. So make sure the shit is fire. Okay. Now we're gonna count this portion right here. Right. And again, like I was saying, if you're somebody like Euphonic that doesn't want to write the extra bars, you can just do something like this. Ah, come on. I hate when I should do that. I don't like hooks. I don't like hooks. Why do I gotta write them? I don't like hooks. Nah, I don't like them. I don't like hooks. Feel like a flight crooks. Why hooks? Hey, I don't like hooks. Yeah, I hate the cars. Why do I gotta write them? I hate it for it. Yeah. Run forest, run forest, run forest. I don't like hooks, but I still like the forest. Hey. And then you go right into your second verse. Okay. So essentially, that's what it is, right? Now, what I expect on this particular beat, okay, is the stuff that we learned in ARS this year, okay? And what does that mean? Well, what it means is we learned a couple of things. One, you don't have to memorize it. We went over memorization earlier in the year, right? So I need triplet flow. Write this down. I need to hear one triplet style. I need to hear one double time style. I need to hear some spatial rhyming, right? Which is means just letting the beat breathe and then joining later on in the beat or early on in the beat. I need some overlapping, right? I need different cadences. I need a cadence switch every 4 bars. Okay. Every 4 bars is a cadence switch. So essentially what that means is if there's a cadence switch every 4 bars, that means triplet, double time, overlapping, spatial rhyming. That's 116, right? And then the next after that would be super speed, uh, and whatever style of trap flow that you want to do from there. You know what I'm saying? You can switch it up on that second beat, trap and super speed, right? Now the breath control will be graded, right? You can punch in if you like, that's fine. And your pocket presence and how you are over the beat is going to be graded as well. Relax, right? When we talk about relaxation, what are we saying here, right? We're saying don't go crazy, don't force it. It's okay to, you know, relax with the beat and be one with the beat, right? So one more time: triplet, double time, spatial rhyming, overlapping, different 4 different cadences, trap style, and super speed. Now the super speed can also be what you guys did on Group Home, or it can be what you did on Buster's record, right? It doesn't need to be prevalent too much. It just needs to be shown. Okay. Now, the reason why this is 2 beats and not like multiple beats is because I want to see what you guys can do and see if the styles can be done over 2 tracks. I think it's cheating giving you the opportunity to go here, 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 here. That's the final. Trust me, the final gonna be spooky. Okay. Yeah. Shaking your head, Tony does. Yeah. Big Mike could tell you. He did it last year. So did Euphonic. Right? Now, when we talk about the fight, we talk about this midterm, right? You got these 32 bars. For some, it might be 40, right? I'd suggest just doing a chorus. I wouldn't even let the beat. If you want to talk over it and say something, or say just two words, right? I did a song called Rare Breed where I just said Rare Breed. Rare Breed was the chorus. If somebody like Euphonic doesn't like doing choruses, take a sample from one of your favorite movies. It might be Toy Story, it might be Casino, it might be Saw, whatever. Pull and be creative when crafting that space, or just rap over it. But if you rap over it, I'm gonna grade you, right? So that's 65% of your grade. Okay. So what that means is you guys have been getting fives and tens, right? On this, you would get a 65 if you aced it. If there's any slip ups, any mess ups, any style changes that I don't find, well, if it's any slip ups, you get 1 point off. If there's a style change that I do not hear, you get 5 points taken off. Let me say that again. Any slip ups in the beat, any like mishaps with the words, you get 1 point taken off. If you're missing double time, triplet, spatial rhyming, overlapping, 4 cadences, trap, and super speed, you get 5 points taken off. Okay? Should be simple enough, at least to me. Okay? Now, there will also be a jot form test. I know you guys love your jot form tests here, right? So, the jot form test will be 25 questions, multiple choice. I need to know that you guys know what you guys are doing. All cameras on during the test. Not an open book test. I be knowing. Okay. So 25 multiple choice questions, 10 true or false questions. Okay. True or false. Right? And what we'll be going over is the stuff that we learned this year. So let's go over that stuff now. Right? Memorization is first. Right? Now, when we talk about memorization, what are the ways to memorize your rhymes? Y'all can throw your hands up whenever y'all have the answer. There should be about 4 or 5 different ways to memorize. So if your hand is up, just give us one example. Euphonic.
A quatrain at a time.
Quatrain at a time. I'll take it. Quatrain at a time. Memorization. Okay. Write that down. Quatrain at a time. Thank you, brother. Big Mike.
Repetition.
Repetition. That is definitely one of them, right? Thank you, Big Mike. Tony Dimes.
Yeah, I was gonna say repetition, but I mean reciting out loud as you write. Like as you go over it, keep reciting.
Yes.
Out loud.
Reciting out loud as you write. Absolutely. Pensman Chaos.
I was going to say the same as Dimes, but you could lay down it as a reference track, not the finished thing, but all the lyrics, and then keep listening to that back.
Reference track. Yes. Absolutely. Definitely one of the ways to memorize and listen over and over and over again. And last but not least, 7.
I was gonna say, rapping your bars even over different beats too.
Different
Like,
BPMs.
yeah.
If you can rhyme it fast, you can rhyme it slow. That is very, very true. I will even accept reciting it intoxicated or high. Okay. I will take that as a response. But there's people that don't do that. They don't drink, they don't smoke. So, it's not too much. But Let's go over that one more time. Quatrain at a time. Repetition. Reciting out loud as you write. Reference track. Different BPMs, reciting intoxicated or high. That is memorization. Okay. Now, triplet flow.
Corner, 2 times.
What? Excuse me? That was so. You muted, girl. Don't worry about it. You just busted in here. Happy Father's Day. Triplet flow. What is the definition of triplet flow? Did anybody write it down?
Rhyming in patterns of 3.
Rhyming in patterns of 3. Anybody else? Okay. Now, when you say rhyming in patterns of 3, what does that mean, K-12?
There's different patterns of 3. So it, as far as a triplet, it can be ba 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 ba, right, or it could be ba 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 ba. You know what I'm saying? However you decide to apply the swing on it and the tempo of it. But
Okay. Big Mike?
Also got leaving one beat alone out of the 4.
That's one of them, yes. Leaving one beat out of the 4. 7.
Big Mike took mine. Yeah, Big Mike took mine.
Okay. Say less. K-12, you back?
yeah, I would say start your bar on the 2 count.
Starting your bar on a 2 count, which is basically leaving out one of the 4. That's fine. 7, you put your hand back up. No? Cesar?
I don't know if anybody said it already, but leaving space in between the counts of the flow.
Leaving space in between the counts of the flow. Yeah, technically, yes. But that's kind of where, spatial rhyming comes in to play. I like rhyming in patterns of 3, the most. Kate, sorry, Cliss.
I was gonna say the inflections or tones you use.
Inflections and tones you use. Yes, I like that. Inflections and tones you use. Chaos.
Emphasizing each bar in 3 places.
Emphasizing each bar in 3 places. Is it 3 places or 3 different places? I want to see what you mean.
Well, 3 different places. It doesn't have to be 3 focus points, but it's where you're hitting 3 times in each bar.
Okay. I wrote it down. Sarah.
I just had like a trick that always used to help me when in high school, where I would say the word triplet and like separate it into the 3 syllables. So if you had a beat, like you'd be like triplet, 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 triplet. So that's just something that I do a lot to help with that.
I like that.
And you can definitely start that on beat 1 too.
Yeah, you can. Now, what we're going to work with right here is rhyming in patterns of 3. We're going to keep that there. Inflections and tones you use for triplets, right? Shout out to Cliss. Shout out to K-12. Emphasizing each bar in 3 places. Well, he said 3 different places. I wouldn't say different places. I would say more so emphasizing each cadence in a space of 3s, right? So triplet, 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 right? By doing that, you're still covering all ground, right? So rhyming in patterns of 3, inflections and tones you use are the 2 ones that we are going to keep with. Rhyming on the first and the third bar. No. Not rhyming on the first and the third bar. Not rhyming on the first and third bar, right? It's just Triplet, 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 triplet. Right? That is triplet flow. Okay. That is triplet flow. All right. Now, euphonic is like, wait a second. Wait a minute. But where's the definition, jerk? Right? Hold up. I'm looking at the last. Okay, so check this out. Right. For second edition of the Pendulum Ink book, this will be in the book. Okay. We don't have a definition for it yet. Right. I'm still writing it out. I'm still putting it together. But we did have some of this stuff on a test previously, right? And we had about 2 or 3 of those there, right? So when implementing triplet flows, which advanced rhythm and style definition is relevant? The answer was cadence. Also, when we talked about which artist is best known for their triplet style? Kodak Black, 21 Savage, Offset, Little Uzi Vert. Offset was the answer. Right. Big Mike, your hands up. What's up?
I also had I guess you asked say because this is from year 2 is and etymology is tri, which represents tripling up the flow. Triplet.
Yeah, tripling up the flow. I'm gonna keep it real. I don't have a definition for this right yet. There will be one after the graduation because we're writing the second edition, not graduation, pardon me, after the half of the semester is over, because I'm writing the second edition for the book in July, right? So we don't have a definition for it, and you don't have to worry about the definition of it too tough, right? I want to make sure that you guys just understand these 2 parts of it, which is what, excuse me, it is, hold on, let me go up here. Rhyming in patterns of 3s, inflections and tones you use. Rhyming in patterns of 3s and inflections and tones you use. Okay? That's what that is. Next, double time. This is another one, right? What is double time? Not everybody at once. Chaos.
Twice the syllable count in each bar.
Twice the syllable count in each bar. I actually like that. Celia.
So my notes say blend of slow melodic elements and fast rhythmic elements.
Blend of slow melodic elements and fast
rhythmic elements.
That's kind of fine. I said that. That's kind of fine. Thank you, Celia. Extra credit for Celia. Essentially, double time is, I also like what Chaos said too, though, right? Twice the syllable count in each bar. So the syllable count is 8, 16, right? Right? So it's a little tough to kind of, have this as a multiple choice kind of thing, because again, I want you guys to understand what it is that I want you guys to understand what you're listening to and what you're reading and hearing, and being able to comprehend it and regurgitate it to someone who's asking. I don't understand what the slow melodic elements would be, right? When you drag out the tone. So he's actually correct with that. Now, I'm gonna just, keep using this reference here from from last year's this is the final from last year, is it? Yeah. JT, what's up, brother?
Yeah, I think before you were saying 8 to no, 8 to 11 syllables is a sweet spot. So
Yes.
so double time would be like 11 syllables or like, 11 plus syllables.
Yeah. Anywhere between like 11 to like 18, 19.
16, 18.
Yeah, about around there. I see you finally said 22, but then that's, you venturing into the super speed kind of space. So just be careful. And what K12 is meaning is like, remember we did that for a double time. It was fast, but it wasn't really, really fast. Big Mike, pause. Hey,
I also have rapping twice as fast as the tempo.
Twice is crazy. Say it again. Rapping twice as fast as the tempo.
Rapping twice as fast as the tempo. There you
Rapping fight. Damn, you got me tongue tied. Pause. Hey, rapping twice as fast as the tempo. Right? Rapping twice as fast as the tempo. Okay, so now as I'm looking at this, double time. Blend of slow melodic elements and fast rhythmic elements. That's definitely. Thank you, Celia. Twice the syllable count in each bar. Yeah, technically, yeah, you could do it to 16 to about 22. That makes sense. Rapping twice as fast as the tempo. Euphonic, what's up, brother?
Just to like clarify, because you could write something that would be double time on a beat, and then you do the same exact speed on a different beat, and it's no longer considered double time, right? Because it's got to be in relation to that beat.
It has to be in relation to that beat. So if you have a BPM that's like 70, and then you speed it up from what you normally would do, that's theoretically double time of the beat, right? So if it's 70, it could be 70 BPM or it could be 140 that you're rhyming in terms of the BPM, which means you're rhyming faster, right? It could be 60, 120, 80, 160, etc., etc., etc. So, right, so twice the syllable count in each bar, blend of slow melodic elements and fast rhythmic elements, rapping twice as fast as the tempo. All of these work as a definition for double time. I will accept any of these, okay? So that's that. Now, next, space and spatial rhyming. My favorite thing. Anybody have, well, luckily we actually have a definition for that. God is good and worthy to be praised. Right? The actual definition for space and spatial rhyming is to determine length, of phrasing or to control the length, or shortness of sentences. I didn't write this. Your man, comic book Cam got jiggy. To determine length, of phrasing or to control the length, or shortness of sentences. That is literally space and spatial rhyming, right? Anything, so let me write that down, right? Also, what I will also accept if you see it on your test, anything before 8 syllables in a song or in a verse. Okay? Anything before 8 syllables. Yo, what the hell is going on? So remember when we were doing the Rick Ross stuff, and he was like, "Damn, life's so short. Fuck, I don't want to go to court." Right? That's spatial rhyming. All right. So spatial rhyming is to determine length of phrasing or to control the length or shortness of sentences. All right. That is spatial rhyming. Anything pre-8 syllables. So 7 syllables, 6 syllables, 5 syllables, 4 syllables, 3 syllables, 2 syllables, 1 syllable. Allowing for the track to breathe. That is spatial rhyming. That will be on the multiple choice test. Next, overlapping. All right. Now we should have a definition for overlapping, but I don't know if I think I started writing this thing out. Does anybody have a definition for overlapping? Cesar? Get your hand up, Cesar.
Yeah, I got you. Landing on odd or even downbeats outside of a bar after establishing focal point.
Yep, that I got it here on the test. Landing on odd or even downbeats outside of a bar after establishing a focal point. Yes, that is what overlapping is. That is literally what it is. Thank the Lord that I actually wrote that definition down. This was not my forte, just letting you guys know it was my guy, Comic Book Cams. Shout out to Cam. Just right, school boss. Right? Now, essentially, overlapping, if the is 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. I've been on the flows and the people that know when to go there, it's over there. Then the top of the top to the top to the down with the four there, yo there, it's over there, right? So you're not landing on the 4, you're landing on the 1, you're landing on the 2, you're landing on the 3 after you established it in that first bar. So if you establish it in the first bar, your focal point should start at bar 5, bar 6. And then when you rhyme the next time, while you're in the second bar, you're going to rhyme again in bar 3. That's overlapping. Okay. Any questions on overlapping? One more time. Landing on odd or even downbeats outside of a bar after establishing a focal point. Euphonic.
Can it be overlapping without any spatial rhyming? So if you take up every bar count and don't ever pause, but you land your rhymes at odd places, is it still overlapping?
Say that one more time for me, brother. One more time.
If you don't use spatial rhyming
Mm-hmm.
when you're overlapping, so if you take up at all 4 beats of the bar with
Right.
words, but you
Yes.
land your focals at different points, is it still overlapping?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is still overlapping. Interlinking is this difference between interlinking is skipping a bar. Whereas overlapping, you're not skipping any bars. You're just prolonging the focal point to rhyme. So you can start so when you overlap, right? Excuse me, when you interlink, and I'm guessing that's what you're trying to kind of decide between interlinking and overlapping, correct? Euphonic, right?
Well, no, I mean, I understand the skipping the bar, but like in most overlapping, like Drake, Middle of the Ocean, there'll be like 3 words and then 5 words, but there'll be a pause in between. So the sentences all seem different. But if you start right after that focal point and keep rapping on the same like time signature, but land the focal points at different places.
That's still overlapping. It's just that you're utilizing it for a lyricist's ear as opposed to the more palatable style that Drake has that everybody can kind of follow. So yes, that is overlapping still. Absolutely. Okay. My guy. Appreciate that. Thank you for that, actually. Next, breath control. We have a definition for breath control. Shout out again to the legend, Comic Book Cam. Breath control. Having the ability to manipulate breathing to deliver intricate rhymes and lyricism. Okay, let me say that again. Having the ability to manipulate breathing, right? To deliver intricate rhymes and lyricism. It should be in lyricism, but I ain't gonna get into all that. All right. Now that's basically holding your breath. It goes along with spatial rhyming, potentially also with overlapping, double time, triplet. All of this assists in that. Okay. Breath control. Having that breath control is very important. Having the ability to manipulate breathing to deliver intricate rhymes and lyricism. Okay. Word of the year. What is the word of the year?
Relax.
Relax. I will take relaxation. I will take relax. Okay. I will take relaxation. I will take relax. That is the word of the year. Next. Pocket presence. Right? Again, Cam was gracious enough to give us that definition in the book. Where all of the sounds of a composition meet, right? Where all of the sounds of a composition meet on a consistent basis to form the center or pulse of the piece, ayo, or pulse of the piece, a. Okay, watch it. Watch it, buddy. Watch it, bucko. Right? So the pocket, right? Landing in the pocket is very important. You got to know where you're going. Right? So on the test, it's going to be on there. I don't know if it's going to be in the true or false or if it's going to be in the multiple choice, but where all of the sounds of a composition meet on a consistent basis, that's the part, consistent basis to form the center or pulse of the record. I'm tired of saying piece. That's crazy. All right. That's pocket presence. Now, cadence on this test is going to be 2 or 3 questions, right? Multiple choice. Definitely 2. Without a shadow of a doubt, it's going to be 2. Okay. Now, the definition of cadence, a sequence of notes or chords, sequence of notes or chords comprising the close the close of a musical phrase, right? Now, also, what might be on this test, if you have a 16-bar verse, how many times are you changing up the cadence? 4. Look at that. Simple math. So changing of the cadence will be on the test. All right. Now, if you guys are saying 4s, do not expect it to be 2s anywhere. Okay. So if you happen to see like, how many cadences can you do in 17 bars? I would defer to 4. Round it up. Right? Don't do 5. Don't say 5. Say 4. Okay. If you see something that says 11, say 2. Okay. If you see it say 11 bars, how many cadences can you do in 11 bars? Say 2. Don't say 3. Just say 2. Okay. Mike.
But based on that homework that we had, we switched the cadence up 16 times. Does that change the answer or not?
Well, that was for extra credit. That wasn't like, that was never for.
But like realistically, you wouldn't, if it was.
Nobody does that in real life.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? I just did that because, you know, Euphonic was like, you're not pushing us. Sarah,
So we're basic poor euphonic. You pick on him today.
I love him. That's literally my bro. He knows I love him.
For sure. So we're basing that type of question on if we were changing the cadence every 4 bars, basically, or every quatrain.
Correct. So it will be a number on the test that might be high. It might be a high ass number. And you need to do the math to figure out the cadence switches. Okay. There won't be any. I'm not trying to trick you guys in the midterm. On the final, I'm going to try to trick you guys. But on this one, I'm not going to try to trick you guys. I really want you guys to understand and know this. Okay.
For sure.
Okay. Next. Trap. I'm in a trap. Right? The definition of trap. What is the definition of trap? Does anybody know? Because I don't. I just know it's a vibe. Right? Now I know what the definition of trap is. Euphonic, what's up?
I would say a style of music characterized by triplet flow and I don't know. I don't know. I want to say like street shit, but that's not the like. To be trapped though, it has a certain vibe.
It is vibe, right? It's vibe.
Mhm.
It's some triplet flow, right? It's some spatial rhyming, right? Because you got Jeezy in there who's not doing triplet flow. It's definitely a vibe, right? Definitely a vibe. Not really a lot of overlapping. You could theoretically do double time, but not really. And then, yeah. Cesar? See the
Yeah, I
real?
think I
Sorry,
had.
see the real. I'm sorry, bro.
Oh, you're fine, man. You can. Yeah, if you. I don't know why it's doing that. I think I have down minimalistic production with specific cadences like triplet flows, spatial rhyming. I also had that it was like the soundtrack to Atlanta, like that vibe style, the trap style. I mean,
Yeah. So I like minimalistic production, a style of music characterized by triplet flow, spatial rhyming, minimalistic production vibe. So that's what we're gonna go with for now. Definitely ad libs. Ad libs are part of that as well, right? A style of music characterized by triplet flow, spatial rhyming, vibe, minimalistic production, drum pattern, and ad libs. Content not so much because you guys were doing, you got K-12 over here, doing Christian trap. So like I wouldn't say content too much, right? It's more of a style. I'm starting to feel bad. Somebody said to me before we continue, there's only one more left. Somebody said to me today, they was like, I love when you grade me because I know the Pendulum Ink doesn't have a high rubric in terms of grading for content. And you know what? She's actually right. And the reason why I don't like to grade on content is because I want to make sure you guys understand the techniques and understand the stylistic stuff. You guys can rap about anything as long as you're not, not saying wild, crazy shit. Content is content. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I don't want y'all to be like, I love Satan, right? But if you had to, I would grade you the same way. K-12 was like, Jesus is popping, whatever, it is what it is. I just wouldn't listen to I Love Satan again. That's just not. It's not something that I want to hear on a consistent basis. So, essentially, trap is a style of music characterized by triplet flow, spatial rhyming, vibe, minimalistic production, and ad libs. Okay. And last but not least, super speed. Right? Super speed. What is super speed? Is it Clark Kent running fast? Is it the Flash? Is it Quicksilver? What's super speed? let's What's super speed? Anybody want to try to define it? Do I even have it? Let me see if I have it here. Well, I call on my guy JT who didn't submit his homework. Hey.
Yeah, my bad, man. But I mean, maybe I'll add something to the midterm and just chop it or something, man.
What?
Let me add it to the the midterm separately. I'll just send separate tracks to you.
So I would have thought that you would have tried to go for student of the month, being that this is West Coast June.
No, I did try. I didn't get it done in time.
I'm not gonna put the spotlight on you anymore. I'm sorry, brother. Okay.
No. You're good. I'm good. I did try though. I did try. Like I was rapping it and didn't have enough bars by the time the clock ran down, man.
Okay, that's fine.
My apologies.
Okay, no, you're good. You're good. So what's super speed? Let's hear it.
I would say like double time also with like breath control, meaning like I really just keep rapping, like hold my breath and just rap through a quatrain at double time. I could be wrong.
No. What you're saying is correct. I kind of want us to have like a uniform definition of it though.
Got it.
But that's good. That's good though. You're on the right track. Big Mike?
Right.
I got using specific pockets to go fast when the opportunity presents itself.
I like that. Did I say that? Using specific.
Yeah, these notes is all based off of you.
Say it one more time. Using specific pockets
to go fast when the opportunity presents itself. And 6 to 17 is the pocket for super speed.
You said 6 to 17?
Yeah, it's a syllable count.
17 and higher probably is what I meant. 17, 16 to 22, right? Or maybe even more, honestly. It's probably actually like maybe an 18 plus. you gotta have ID when you're doing super speed, bro.
Woo! That's a bar.
It might be. So you gotta be 18 plus syllable count, right? 4 times the normal speed. Rapping 4 times the normal speed. Would it be the normal speed of what, K12? Normal speed of the tempo, normal speed of the BPM? What are we talking here?
Yeah, of the tempo.
Of the tempo. I like this. Rapping 4 times the normal speed. I actually really like this. You guys are great, man. You guys are geniuses, man. You guys are the real MVPs. Using specific pockets to go fast when the opportunity presents itself, and 18 plus syllable count, rapping 4 times the normal speed. I will accept any of this on the test. There will be examples to sell meth. There will be there will be questions about specific artists that do these typical styles, right? So don't trip up on that. There may be some questions about the legendary guests and their styles that they do on here, right? So Freeway, not too much Cassidy, not too much Styles P, but definitely Crooked Eye and Freeway probably will be on the test. There will probably be a Crooked Eye and Freeway piece on the test. Right? Relaxation will be on the test, definitely, because I told you guys that, right? Discernment is another thing that I got that might be on the test. Discernment, right? Now, the reason why I'm saying discernment is because only you guys know. You guys have to know and recognize when you're offbeat, when you're mumbling, when you're not landing where you are, right? Discernment is very key. It's crucial. Okay. When I listen, before I put out a project, I'm listening to it over and over again. And sometimes I might be a little OCD with it. But if I hear that I'm off a little bit, I got to redo it over because I want it to come out as perfect as possible, right? If I'm saying a word wrong, you want to, re-say that word, right? It's very important. So discernment. Okay, the discernment. Actually, write this down, right? to drop ego and listen intently to find imperfections in your musical piece. Discernment. To drop ego and listen intently to find imperfections in your musical piece, comma, to correct them. You could write composition. Composition works. But I definitely, discernment will be on the test. I want to drill this in your head as we move into the final 4 months of the year. All right. Now, y'all know I love Pendulum Ink so much, and I'm gonna miss you guys in July. And I know a lot of you guys, this is the month where you take off, but if you guys want to do one class in July, I am willing to do one class in July. Okay. I'm willing to do one, just one. Because I'm gonna miss you guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. There's no way that I could just not see my people for 1 month.
What technique?
See, you asking questions that I don't know the answers to, and that's the problem with you, bro. It'll probably be let me see. Okay. So first of all, the class will be July 21st. Let's just say that's what the class is. So it'll be July 21st. I'm gonna put ARS here, right? 2 p.m. It might be a mixture. It might be a mixture of hyphy, and it might be a mixture between hyphy and the Detroit style. So I'm probably gonna have a Detroit artist pull up, and I'm probably gonna have somebody from the Bay Area pull up, and we're gonna learn both of those. Either they're gonna teach me, or they're gonna be here teaching you guys, because these are two styles that I actually don't know how to do, and I actually want to learn both of these two styles, right? Oh, that's right. Hash is from Detroit, and isn't JT? You're from the Bay, right? You know any Bay Area artists? I mean, I'm not cool with E40. I'm cool with Too Short more.
That I used to know everybody. It's just been a long time, so but you know, would you want me to get somebody to pull up, or like try to?
Let me ask you this: Does Mr. Fab, can he do that style? Can he do the hyphy style?
Oh yeah.
I'll reach out to Mr. Fab. So, LA Russell does La Russell, does he do it? I thought he didn't. Is that hyphy? What he does? Would you consider that hyphy?
See, I don't even really define hyphy in the way that the youth does, because I'm a little bit before that era. Like, so hyphy meant something else in my era than it means in the youth era. In the youth, it's a style. So it might be rapping really fast or something. In my era, hyphy wasn't a musical style. It was like a person. Like, oh, that person is hyphy.
Right. So you know let me ask you this question then, JT. How would you, if somebody was to ask you, yo, what is the style of rap that E40 rhymes in? What would you say?
That is hyphy. That is hyphy. And that's more so of like switching cadences a bunch of times quickly, you know? So I know someone, we were talking about like 16 bar switches in 16 bars, and that does sound crazy, but someone who could probably pull that off is probably an E40, because he's going all over the place.
Right. Yeah. So what we'll do is we'll have Mr. Fab, and I'm probably going to bring Calico into the class to teach that class. So that'll be a special class just for ARS. The entire school will be closed from Pendulum Ink side. Now, obviously, Pendulum Sync will be running. We're going to talk about that on Tuesday night. But essentially, we'll have one class specifically on hyphy and the Detroit style. I don't even know what that's called.
Yeah, I don't know what Detroit style. I don't like. What do you mean? Like syllable? Like when I think Detroit sound, I'm thinking how you're twisting the syllables, and like between Elzhi and Eminem.
It's like offbeat.
No, that's like the lyricism side of it. We're talking the stylistic side. So we're talking more like, I wouldn't say off beat like Euphonic is saying. It's more ahead of the beat, right? Hash would know it better, right? It's more. He's saying streaming. I done been around, done it, but like I don't know how to do it. So like, but I'm gonna have them
T Grizzly style.
T Grizzly. There you go.
Okay.
Right. So I'm gonna reach out to both guys to have and pull up to teach these styles. Okay. So we'll do that July 21st. Put that on the calendar. That is the day that we'll do it, 2 p.m. That is the only class that we'll have in July, mainly because I'm gonna miss you guys. And then I'll see some of you at Frangulum weekend that week pulling up. Okay. So to end this off, let's do a very, very quick run through. So you guys, I know Big Mike took notes and I know he's going to put it into the chat, and I'm pretty sure he's going to have a study hall at some point this week, if not today. But this is what we're going to be going over. Memorization, quatrain at a time, repetition, reciting out loud as you write, reference tracks, different BPMs, reciting intoxicated or high. Triplet flow. Let me just mute you guys really quickly. I'm sorry. Triplet flow. Rhyming in patterns of threes, inflections, and the tones you use, right? Triplet, 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 right? That was great what Sarah did right there. Shout out to Sarah, the triplet master. Double time, twice the syllable count in each bar. Blend of slow melodic elements and fast rhythmic elements. Shout out to me and Celia. Hey, girl. Rapping twice. Yeah, twice is crazy. Why do I keep saying that? Rhyming twice as fast as the tempo. Double time. I blame Big Mike. Space and spatial rhyming to determine length or of phrasing or to control the length or shortness of sentences. Spatial rhyming, right? Shout out to Cam. He was frisky that day. Overlapping, landing on odd or even down beats outside of a bar after establishing a focal point, right? Breath control, having the ability to manipulate breathing to deliver intricate rhymes and lyricism. Everyone here should know the word of the year, relax and relaxation, right? Pocket presence, where all of the sounds of a composition meet on a consistent basis to form the center or pulse of the piece. Ay, caramba. Cadence, a sequence of notes or chords comprising the close of a musical phrase. Changing of the cadence will be on the test. The numerical count when you change of the cadence, right? Trap, a style of music characterized by triplet flow, spatial rhyming, vibe, minimalistic production, ad-libs. Okay? Super speed, using specific pockets to go fast when the opportunity presents itself, and an 18 plus syllable count, as well as rapping 4 times the normal speed. Okay. Last but not least, discernment, right? To drop ego and listen intently to find imperfections in your musical composition and then correct them, right? There will also be questions about the artists that pulled up here to Pendulum, namely the ones that are directly affected by our teachings, as well as artists that use this style, these styles. Okay? Any questions? All right, my beautiful people. There you have it. The test will be at 2 o'clock. Once you're done with the test, all cameras on. Once you're done with the test, you know, put your pencils down and leave the room. I'm just saying, you can just kind of leave the class at that point. You will get your grades Tuesday night. All midterms are due Sunday morning at 9 a.m. Midterms are due Sunday morning at 9 a.m. Eastern time. Okay? Sunday morning, 9 a.m. Eastern time. That means you have had the beat since Thursday. So you had it Thursday. Friday is one day. Saturday is another day. Today is the third day. Next Sunday, yes. So now that means you have tonight, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. You have 7 days to put together 32 bars. I need it 9 a.m. That way I can grade it Sunday. Okay. And then Jot Form is going to do the extra grading for me. So you guys theoretically should get your grades Sunday night or Monday morning, theoretically, right? You guys are going to get your grades today. Once this class is done, I'm going to DM everybody their grades specifically. All right. So you guys should know who's going to be rapping for Crooked Eye, who is the student of the month by Monday night or Tuesday, because I have to do all of the I got to do all of the averages. All right. The midterm, the musical piece is 65% of your grade, 25 questions is multiple choice, 10 true or false. Okay. There's no fill in the blanks. We're not going to do any fill in the blank stuff. Okay. And your midterm grade is going to have more weight. It's going to be 50% of your monthly grade. Okay, so it's 50% of your monthly grade, and then everything else will fall in line. The other two homeworks are the other 50%. Euphonic, what's up?
Not really a question, just like a suggestion. If you're doing the second edition of the book, a thing, the example verses or bars that are in the book, it'd be cool if they could be split up by bar. Just the formatting of them, a lot of them are like paragraphs. And if you don't read rap all the time, you don't know where the bar ends, you know? And it might just be a space thing, I don't know, but I think that would be really helpful for people to look at.
Okay. I would definitely take that into consideration. I know that we have there's some stuff that's missing in the book as well. So like we're gonna, this new book is gonna be even crazier. Because a lot of the stylistic stuff is going to be added into here because we have way more stuff to teach. So, yeah. JT?
Yeah, so I'm doing the homework, trying to do the homework. First, 10 to 12 bars I wrote didn't quite fit. So I started rewriting. I'm writing. Then this is just a comment for like the next book, like Euphonic just did. So then I'm writing, doing the verse, trying to get it done. And I got to do a podcast. The podcast comes on. I'm doing the podcast, and it's like people have a anti-lyricism, like they have a reaction to they're calling it technical bars, right? And they're like, that's corny because you lose the emotion, right? And they're liking it to Eminem. They're saying, well, why are you trying to be like Eminem? Because that's corny. I'm saying these techniques, and I'm not talking about any specific techniques. I'm just saying techniques, period, like that you use in rap is a way to churn out the gold in what you're trying to say. Meaning, if you're rapping and you don't quite know where to go, or rapping and you're trying to, turn a negative to a positive, you could use these techniques. So I just say that to say, I'm getting some pushback with the lyricism because people are assuming that the technical skills are taking away the emotion. So,
well, yeah, I mean, if you are a technical robot, then
right.
yes,
I know that's why we have rhymecology, though. I know that, but the people don't know that.
Yeah, I mean, we got rhymecology, and we have this class. Honestly, this is a class that helps you to not just be these technical robots. Like that was one of the things that I was very adamant on when starting Pendulum. I didn't want everybody to walk out thinking they're sounding like what they perceive Mickey Fax to sound like. Right? Lyricism is definitely high on my tier list, but I want everyone here to also know that you can put projects together with just 2 syllables. And as long as you do the 2 syllables, it's okay. And you can have spatial rhyming and it can sound great. You don't have to punch every 2 bars. You don't have to punch every 4 bars. You know what I'm saying? You can do overlapping. You can have a reverse punchline that is very simple with spatial rhyming. It's about how the technique is used. Somebody like Twista is rhyming super fast, but you can tell that he's saying something impactful. Eminem is saying something impactful, but people just don't like Eminem. You know, so I wouldn't take it to the heart too much. I think that the techniques that we're teaching you is to show that, hey, I can do this at a high level. I can do this at a high level if it's necessary for me to.
Right.
And I could also dumb it down if it calls for that. I'm not telling anyone here to dumb it down or be a lesser version of themselves. I'm just giving you the guys the option to do that if it calls for it. Okay.
No doubt.
Absolutely. All right. So tomorrow we got Tash from the Alcoholics pulling up. Songwriting is on Tuesday. Rhymecology it's the last rhymecology for everybody to pull up to. And I think this is the last evolution of the disc record for the entire year. So that's what this week is looking like here at Pendulum Inc. All right. Big Mike, what's up?
You got that the DistroKid information
For
signing up with the discount and blah blah blah.
Yeah, I can get that to you. That's not a problem.
Sure.
No problem. Okay, so again, you guys know what the test is going to be. See you guys on Sunday. Good luck to everyone. Before I go, does anybody want to do one-on-ones?
I'll know after I see my grade.
Oh boy. Okay. Well,
And a study session at 4 if y'all free.
So if anybody want to do a one-on-one after you see your grades, just reach out to me via the DM. Well, reach out to me in the message that you see what your grades is at. You guys will get that literally as soon as this class is over. I'm gonna start copying and pasting my notes in there so you guys will have it. Okay. With that being said, long live lyricism. Love you guys. Enjoy your Father's Day. Peace out.
Peace.
Peace.